high drama outside the Odisha High Court. Odisha Chief Minister has sent security personnel to crack down on the protesting lawyers. Meanwhile, the protesting lawyers have decided to continue their strike until 30th of October. Remember, lawyers across Odisha have boycotted court proceedings as part of their agitation since August 28th in protest against an assault on an advocate by police personnel in Cuttack. Those are the details coming in. There is high drama there outside the Odisha High Court. You can see the visuals on your screens there. This all happened after lawyers across Odisha boycotted court proceedings. This is part of their agitation since August 28th when an advocate was assaulted by police personnel in Cuttack. This happened in August 28th, and now the lawyers have decided to continue their strike until the 30th of October. Those are the visuals there on your screens of these protests that are happening at this point outside the Odisha High Court. In fact, the Chief Minister has had to send security personnel to crack down on the protesting lawyers. We'll have to see whether or not the lawyers give. All right, I'm being joined by Sarthak Nayak, who's a lawyer from Odisha. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Can you tell us what is happening at this point? We understand there is a lot of lawyers who are protesting outside the Odisha High Court.
Sir, I'll tell you a little bit about the background of the case. What happened a few days back, an advocate was brutally beaten by police constables. If you read CRPC or any provision of the police manual, there is no provision in which a third-degree treatment can be given by a police officer, that too to an advocate who hasn't done anything.
Right.
Therefore, the lawyers and the advocates were demanding that the constable should be arrested. Now, what the state government did, the state government arrested the driver and the helper out of those 4 people, and the person who has actually brutally assaulted the advocate, they have not been apprehended. So there was a strike going on, asking that why you are not arresting the primary accused. Now what happened, there is a BJD legal cell. The government's legal cell is saying that despite of the strike, we are going to forcibly enter inside the court and continue with the court practice. So basically this is a tussle between all the advocates, those who are fighting for justice, and the state government. And the state government is using the BJD legal cell in order to paralyze the strike. So today there was a conflict between the BJD legal cell and the advocates, as a result of which, for the first time, which is unprecedented in the history of India, a police force and a platoon of police force was sent inside the High Court to prevent the advocates.
Okay, so if you can tell us at this point, what is happening right now outside the court?
So, outside court, there is absolute misery. If you see the court, on one side is the BJD legal cell people, 100, 150 people are there. On the other side, there is a strength and unity of thousands of advocates. The advocates are protesting and asking and demanding only one thing, that if an advocate brother is being assaulted brutally, that too by a class 4 employee of the state government, why the state government is silent, and what is the problem in apprehending the accused? So in order to defuse the strike, the ruling party or the BJD's legal cell, they were trying to forcibly enter. Now there is a lot of policemen on one side. On the other side, there are a huge number of advocates. There is absolute panic. What is going to happen in future, really nobody knows.
Right, so what is the plan right now? What is the plan right now going forward as far as this entire demand is concerned? Is this kind of a protest the best way to deal with the situation?
Listen, that demand is twofold. The first demand is that the Chief Justice should give them, the Chief Minister should give them a patient hearing. The committee should go there, meet there, and their grievances should be redressed as expeditiously as possible. Number 2, the people, those who are the primary accused in the case, they should be arrested and law should take its own course. People of Odisha are thinking that if somebody throws a stone to some minister or something like that, or throws an egg, 307 is invoked. Now, if the person was brutally assaulted, he was hospitalized, he was vomiting blood, why they will not be apprehended and they will not be arrested? And by merely arresting